is the sound that every Ark player likes to hear, leveling the Raptor. I am CouchCoop. We're going to be looking at the new patch. Literally just dropped on the 11th, and it dropped during me testing the split screen on the island map. It does kind of look like a bunch of hot fixes. There's no mention of performance or fixing that screen tear, and I can say after looking at both single and split screen after the patch, we do see some improvements in an area I was not expecting. Damn, my Raptor looks good. I just do want to say, whilst we're on the subject and looking at the split screen, the game has always had these issues with flyers, and by the way, this is what this test is about, running around on the backs of animals and on flyers in the split screen to see whether it performs. Couldn't pull a test like that when the game launched, didn't have the tames ready, also got some buildings around, so we see some interesting stuff occur. The pteranodons can get stuck mid-air and not respond to the whistle or stop command or land command, and you can't get to them to mount them, to bring them down, so you just have to wait for the game to sort itself out. You can sometimes say follow all, so everybody moves away, thus getting the flyer out of this glitch, but it has got my flyers killed and me killed loads of times. Let's look at the split screen itself, especially the on-mount or grounded dyno gameplay. This is important for me. This is where you spend a lot of the time commuting, shuttling things from base to base. So it's important that it needs to work. And my God, as you can well see, it holds it all together. Even the screen tearing seems to be minimized, not there so much. It is still there, but it's not as jarring. We sort of tested this. We also had a running race with the Raptor and an Iguanodon. There's not much in it, actually. As you can see, this is superior split screen footage. I'm currently putting a list together of 15 indie games. I'm not going to reveal the theme yet, but it's going to be my next video. It's huge. But I'm looking at a lot of video games that are split screen of a lower budget. This is just incredible as an engine to be operating on a singular system with these two different games going on. However, there is tethering, which hasn't changed, unfortunately. I wanted to look at one of us on a flyer, one of us on the ground, to see if it affects either screen or if that tearing alters at all, and it's just standard stuff. When this is single player and you're flying around like this, you still see just as much disruption. That's what's gobsmacked me, is the split screen used to be worse than the single player, now it's on par with its performance. Here's the money shot. Look at the distances involved here. When you normally do this on the back of a flyer, high up, looking at loads of detail and draw distance, the game would near on fall over. It kind of works, it holds together. Back to my chat about AAA and split screen video games, even Borderlands 3 is not as huge as Ark when it comes to its model, its open world plan, and the options with the different tames and levels of RPG depth. You can go into everything with your character or your tames is unrivaled on the split screen gaming landscape. It really is. Ark Ascended and Survival Evolved are both massive games on my calendar for split screen awesome action. And to that UI conversation, you do have to be sitting about 2 meters in front of your TV, and you need something above 55 inches. It does run at 4K apparently, so that does increase the detail on all of that wording. After 800, 700 hours plus on Survival Evolved, it is all just muscle memory. But the dude with me, that's Lewis, the classic Lewis from way back. He had to be spoken through all of this stuff. Can you imagine me talking to someone about being careful with the Pteranodon, looking out for megalodons jumping out of the water? It was a very tense experience, but very much worth it. And everybody enjoyed themselves, I think. The flying stuff, I generally thought the split screen version of this game was going to fall over. As soon as 2 people got airborne, it was going to tear and frames were going to drop. No, completely workable. This is incredible footage. and a real step up for split screen gaming, having something just about feasibly playable in that Unreal 5 engine. There's still a lot more work to be done, so keep an eye on me and my patch updates. Put the link to the Scorched Earth Island review on PC, and I will see you down there.
Ali Alberts was named game MVP, 3 receptions, 56 yards and a score. These Chicago players know how to drink. This is during the game. She's at midfield right now, chugging a beer and throwing it back in the crowd. Wow.
We going home.